guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. So, we are on the search for missing bodies. So, we'll just start on the 3rd floor here. And those are stairs that we can't get down, which they will open up, I'm sure, after this murder, this investigation. So, let's go check the art room. Creepy dark hallway. Huh? Where could 2 dead bodies have disappeared to?
Damn.
We need to search for the bodies that have disappeared. What happens after that? Huh. The door must be locked. But it wasn't locked before, because we went in there. Is this a statue of Monokuma? Okay, so let's see. That room shouldn't be locked, because it wasn't locked when we first found that room, so that's suspicious. And here's the weird thing, you know what I never noticed? There's a door to the rec room, so. It's a locker. It doesn't seem especially important right now. I never noticed this. Oh, that's the... Oh, okay, that's the main door. I thought for some reason it was... Okay, I'm dumb. That's the... Let's go down. No, we're not going to go down. We're going to check these... I've never been in these classrooms because I never actually get up here to go around into these. Getting tired of this? Look at his peeing all like... Nothing in here, I don't think. No. Yes. Ooh! Makoto!
Come on.
Why are you just standing there? We need to get to the repository. Huh, you mean...
Indeed.
I found them. Hifumi and Taka's bodies have both been hidden in the repository. I've already told Hina and Sakura. We'll go on ahead. Their bodies were in the repository? Wait, what's the repository? Is that the art thing? Isn't that the room that I tried? Is that the repository? I have no idea what the repository is. I really don't. I'm dumb. Is it this room? Was it this? Apparently. Are the bodies here somewhere? Up ahead is the repository. The doorknob turned. I guess it's unlocked. And I have no choice but to go inside. See, I tried to go in there and it was locked. Didn't I just say that? I just said that was suspicious because it was open the last time. I opened the door. When I entered, I saw... I don't know why that was so drastic. Like, dramatic! We already know that they're dead. It's not like... I was waiting for them to become like art installations or something. Like something like, oh, well, that's creepy. The 2 bodies that had disappeared were right there. The smell of blood made me gag. What I saw before my eyes was unquestionable, unavoidable, unwavering reality. And then I heard the announcement for a second time.
A body has been discovered. After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
You know what? It's probably not Hero, though. I mean, just because it's so obvious. And so here we are!
It's the Monokuma file!
Without further ado, let me give you all the next Monokuma file! I was going to hand them out when you found the bodies the first time, but I thought something might happen.
What?
It was really hard to resist, but turns out I was right!
Stop talking.
Just hand it over already.
Punishment is waiting for you.
Now make sure to investigate with all your mental might and prepare for the class trial.
See ya later!
Bye, Monokuma. Well then, now that we found the bodies, all that's left is to uncover the culprit.
What the heck?
Hold on! How can you be so calm? I mean, they're dead, you know?
That's terrible.
Dead, gone forever. They're never coming back. Awful. This is just too awful. Hina suddenly burst into tears. She clutched at Hifumi's lifeless body.
do this? Why? Why?
Large, wet tears fell from her eyes. The tears landed on Hifumi's cheeks. If this were some world of make-believe, that might have been when Hifumi opened his eyes. But this wasn't a movie. This wasn't...
He's alive again? Where am I?
I'm wondering if he just got hit on the head. That's what I thought when we were in the nurse's station, is he might have, that he walked away because he got hit on the head. And, like, maybe it hit him on the head and he was passed out and maybe he wasn't dead? Because they both found a body, remember?
Cold. So cold. Is winter coming?
Winter is always coming.
Hifumi! Wake up!
Huh? That's right. I remember now. Hope's Peak.
Come on, you gotta wake up!
I remember everything before I met you all. I met you all.
His memories are all blending together. He has nothing useful to offer us.
The light, it's reaching out to me.
Oh my god, he's still gonna die again. We have to watch him die again?
Like the tail of a comet.
Hey, Hifumi! Who was it? Who attacked you? Who tried to kill you?
Who killed me? That's right. I remember their name. Yasu.
Did he legit just freaking die again? No! His eyes closed, and they never opened again. Death for the second time. Son of a bitch! That is not cool! Absolute, undeniable death. Oh my god! No matter how many more of Hina's tears splashed his face, there was no second miracle. Reality set in again. Oh my god! This isn't some stereotypical fantasy world. Tears can't restore a person's vitality.
Honestly.
You have no tears, do you? No blood in your veins, no calcium in your bones. At least you have your meat.
Stop talking.
You're just angry. Going out of his way to return just to leave us with those unnecessary dying words. Now this game has become exceedingly boring. He said Yasuhiro, right?
Then perhaps...
Yasuhiro Hagakuri? I can't remember. I don't know. That is the only person he could have been referring to. We already knew it was Hiro, though.
So, in other words...
And with that, the case is solved. Assaulting people and even killing Taka and Hifumi. And then going so far as to hide their bodies. A criminal that hides his face behind a mask and uses a bunch of giant wooden hammers. Is that what Hiro is?
What is this?
If it's true, I can't forgive him. No way can I ever forgive him. To kill two of our friends?
That's fine.
Anyway, it's about time we track down the culprit in our little life or death game here. Yeah, why couldn't he have killed Toko and this douche? I mean, or just this douche. This douche. Everyone would have been like, well, sorry, Hiro, we have to claim it was you, but at least you killed someone we hate, man. I mean, seriously. I don't think he dies, because I'm pretty sure he's in the second one. I've been trying as hard as I can when I'm looking around at things, not to look at anything for the second season, but I'm pretty sure he's in the second one. So I think he gets out with us. I don't know if everybody else survives or what, but I'm pretty sure, like, I mean, you have to know that Makoto's getting out. I'm just thinking, like, why would we die? Like, well, maybe we do, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure this douche comes out anyway. Although this time it's not all that life or death. The trial will conclude without much trouble.
Indeed.
Yes, it does look that way. It's going to begin again. We have to go through this one more time. I have to accept it. I have no choice but to go through with this, to make sure everyone survives. I just have to do it. First, I better check the Monokuma file. The victims were Hifumi Yamada and Kiyotaka Ishimaru. Cause of death for each was a blow to the head. It is thought that they were both killed with a similar weapon. That's it.
Very strange.
Oh, that's it? Yeah, it's pretty strange. We got way less information this time than before. That is no problem. After all, the events of these cases unfolded before our very eyes. We should know more about what happened than the Monokuma file could anyway. Maybe.
Well,
There's something else that's bothering me. Someone else has been missing for quite a while. Are you talking about Kyoko?
perhaps.
Without a doubt. She has an alibi for when Celeste and Hifumi were attacked. But what if the killer wasn't acting alone? What if they had an accomplice? An accomplice? An accomplice? What are you doing here?
Monokuma appears!
Don't be rude. I'm here to answer your question. What question?
Yep.
You're talking about accomplices, right? I'm pretty sure I explained it before, didn't I? During the first class trial.
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
In other words,
So basically, you can be an accomplice if you want, but there's no gratification in it. But what if there's two murderers?
so then...
Because Kyoko ran away, remember? And then Hiro was nowhere to be seen. And but Hifumi was being attacked right as they saw the guy running, so he couldn't have been in two places at once, so there could have been two killers. Oh my god, Kyoko, really? So are you saying nobody worked together this time either?
Hey,
Sorry, can't answer that. It would obstruct the free exchange of information between you guys. I just want to make sure you don't forget, no matter how much you might assist in a murder, only one blackened can graduate. An accomplice gets
So
nothing!
in other words,
Then we only need to figure out who that one blackened is that did the killing, right? Just like normal.
Well,
Okay, let me take this opportunity to clarify the whole shebang. In this class trial, what you need to determine is
dream!
the one true blackened who devised the murder plot and put it into action. The true blackened, so just one person.
Well now,
That's enough explainifying! Now it's down to the final battle between all of you and the blackened. Good luck to all the contestants! So there can only be one blackened. An accomplice wouldn't benefit. Then I can't see any way Kyoko would be connected to this case after all. You may be right. If that's true, then Kyoko, where are you?
however...
As long as she's not connected to the case, it doesn't matter. Let's get back to the investigation.
Indeed.
I have absolutely no doubt that Hiro is responsible. But for the time being, I suppose it can't hurt to pursue further information.
So,
You know, don't you think we should consider a certain someone a suspect just in case? I'm talking about the murderous fiend Genocide Jack. What? I'm offended! Yeah! You? When did you? I've been looking all over for you, Master. When I woke up, you were nowhere to be found.
you SOB!
Anyway, you there, milksack swimmer girl! Milksack?
You gotta be kidding!
Why do I gotta be a suspect?
What the heck?
Well, I mean, you are a serial killer.
What?
So what? I'm like a special guest suspect every time? I have an alibi, you know. She's right about that. When we heard Hifumi scream, she was with me. And when the bodies disappeared, she was still lying unconscious in the equipment room. Plus, Taka's body aside, I can't imagine any way she would have been able to move Hifumi's body.
Yep.
Besides, I calculate every move I make. I'm not gonna kill someone when everyone knows what I look like. They don't call me the murderous fiend for nothing.
What are you saying?
It's not the kind of thing you should be bragging about.
Let's see.
On another topic, should we post a guard by the bodies like before? We can't have them disappearing again.
So then...
Hina and I can handle that. You don't mind, do you, Hina? Sure. I'd be totally useless on the investigation
it's
anyway.
all clear now.
Then that's that. Let's begin. This whole thing is so strange. All but one of us has an alibi, so figuring out who did it should be obvious, right? But maybe it's just me, but I don't think it's going to be as straightforward as it seems. Monokuma file number 3 has been added to the truth bullets. Taka. He'll never move again. According to the Monokuma file, Taka died from a blow to the head. Found Justice Hammer number 4 near his body in the equipment room. Is that what was used to kill him? And there's a tarp laid out under his body. Did the killer use this to move Taka's body? That way there wouldn't be any blood left behind when the body was moved. Blue tarp has been added to the truth bullets. Hifumi's big cold body is laying on the floor. His really big body. I mean, how on earth was the killer able to move someone so big? He looks like he moved himself. There's no tarp under him. From the nurse's office where he was discovered to here, the repository. All the way from the 1st floor to the 3rd. All without anyone noticing it. How the hell? It's no good. I just don't get it. I can think about it later. For now, I have to finish investigating Hifumi himself. If I remember correctly, Hifumi's fatal injury was a blow to the head. Probably from Justice Hammer 3, which was lying on the floor in the nurse's office. Huh, wait. Something is off about this body. Why am I getting this feeling? Something's different. Something about Hifumi's body in the nurse's office versus his body right now. That's it, his glasses. When his body was in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered with blood. Because Hifumi got up and moved himself, probably. Because, remember, he wasn't actually dead, so he probably walked. But now they're completely clean. Does that mean someone wiped his glasses off? But who would do that and why? Hifumi's glasses have been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Because he did it. There are hammers of all different sizes hanging on the wall, although some are more like mallets. Mallets? Could the Justice hammers have been designed using these as a model? Either way, all the hammers here have obviously seen a lot of use. They're all covered in debris and chalky stone powder. Wait! For some reason, this one hammer isn't dirty at all, and it's wet. Did someone wash it recently? Spotless hammer has been added to the truth bullet section of your inventory. This could have been used to move Hifumi, but... It's a dolly. It doesn't have a handle. I saw this in the art room before. I guess it's used to move statues. It's kind of awkward, but if you bend down, it's not too hard to use. Huh, but wait. Wasn't this in the equipment room when we found Taka's body? And look at the wheel. There's a blood stain on it. So there's blood on the wheel of the dolly that was moved from the equipment room to the repository, dragging Taka. What's the explanation for that? Okay. I don't think this makes a difference, but... One of the monitors... There are many aspects to the incident this time. Too many, to be honest. Considering that, it may be good to look back on everything that's happened.
So then...
Would you like my help? Yes. Yeah, let's look back on things. This morning, only 4 of us met up at the dining hall. Hina, Kyoko, you, and myself. We waited for the others, but nobody showed up, so we decided to go look for them. It was around 8 o'clock when we began our search. And soon after we split up, Kyoko disappeared. After that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room on the 3rd floor. They quickly came and got you and me. According to Celeste, she was attacked by a suspicious individual and lay unconscious for about an hour. In other words, she was attacked an hour before we found her. Meaning just after 7 o'clock. Based on the picture Celeste took, we discovered her attacker was dressed in a strange costume. It was Robo-Justice. It also became clear that this Robo-Justice had dragged Hifumi away. After meeting up with Toko and Byakuo, we began searching for the costumed assailant. Okay, but Celeste ran up to the 3rd floor and said she saw the guy running. But if she didn't actually see anyone, if she was lying, what if she did it? Because she could have attacked Hifumi, hit herself on the head, because she barely had any marks on her, you know? She could have, I mean, how would she, remember she gets psycho when she goes kind of cray-cray? And she got all, remember when she had her flip out, like, episodes ago? On Hifumi in the dining hall. So she could have been dressed up, somehow posed the camera to take a picture. You know what I mean? Because it looks too posed in a way. But I mean, maybe that's just the game. But to me, it looks posed. So she could have hit him on the head. Where the hell did we find him again? I kind of forget where we found him. Before we moved him to the nurse's station. She claims that she saw him dragged away, and then she saw the guy running away. Meanwhile, Hifumi was being attacked No, but see, she wouldn't have had time to attack Hifumi and they get back upstairs. I don't know, maybe. I don't know. It's possible. We found an injured Hifumi in the library on the 2nd floor. So she could have. We took him down to the nurse's office on the 1st floor, then resumed our search. But not long after leaving the nurse's office... What's wrong? I saw a shadow. Something moved around the top of the stairs. Based on Celeste's claims, we went back up to the 2nd floor where we split up and began searching. But then right after that, she was on the 3rd floor. Then right after that, Celeste screamed. This time she'd apparently seen the suspect on the 3rd floor. Yeah! So she screamed. Why was she on the 3rd floor? If we were all searching around on the 2nd floor, why the hell was she on the 3rd floor? Hearing her screams, we quickly made our way to the 3rd floor. Celeste, what's wrong? That was a rather intense scream for someone like you. I saw him, the strange costume man. He ran off as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further down into the hallway and disappeared. And then... she could have gone up there and killed Taka, but then how would she have... But then see, this is the thing. How would she have hit... Unless 2 people planned a murder and each individually killed someone. So, Hiro killed Hifumi, and she killed Taka, because why else would she be on the 3rd floor? Saying, oh, he went that way! You know what I mean? It's suspicious. So 2 people very well could have killed people. Huh? What was that? That came from downstairs. It must have been Hifumi. He's in the nurse's office. This is bad. Come on, we gotta get back. At that point, we decided to split up into 2 groups. Celeste, Hina, and I went back to the nurse's office. Meanwhile, you, Byakuya, and Toko pursued the suspect up on the 3rd floor. And when we got back to the nurse's office, we found Hifumi's corpse, which is also when we heard the body discovery announcement play. But Hifumi wasn't dead. I left Celeste and Hina alone and headed back to the 3rd floor to tell others what had happened.
However...
But at the same time, we had discovered Taka's body in the equipment room, which means Hifumi and Taka's bodies were discovered right around the same time, because I remember hearing the body discovery announcement play right after finding Taka. And that's when I showed up and told you and Byakuya... Oh, and that's when I showed up and told you and Byakuya that Hifumi had been killed, right? Then you, me, and Byakuya all headed to the nurse's office, leaving behind Toko, who had fainted. Sorry. But as soon as we left the physics lab, we ran into Celeste, who just arrived to tell us something very unusual. Hifumi's body has disappeared. We hurried back to the nurse's office to discover that his corpse was in fact gone. Then we remembered we had abandoned the unconscious Toko and rushed back to the equipment room. This can't be happening. And are we hallucinating this or something? This time, Taka's body had disappeared. So, it's possible that there were 2 murderers, but the person who hit Hifumi on the head didn't actually kill him, and that's why, well, the one true blackened, because he did die, but... I don't know. Weird. But see, Celeste was never alone enough to kill Hifumi. But she could have killed Taka very easily. So, I don't know. Unless there's 2 suspects. That's interesting. This time Taka's body had disappeared. So from there, we began our search for both of the missing bodies. And after some time, Celeste told us she found the bodies, and we all headed to the repository. And there we rediscovered the 2 bodies that had apparently vanished. But when I tried the door earlier, it was locked. So how did she get in? And that brings us up to now.
However...
Looking back, things have certainly been very active. If you want to look back at the case again, just let me know. I'm fine anytime.
So,
Hey, Makoto, I've been thinking about something. It's about the repository. Huh? What is it? After Hifumi and Taka's bodies disappeared, we split up to look around, right? I was really scared, so me and Sakura stuck together.
But...
And we came right to the repository to, look around. When we got here, the repository was locked. We couldn't get inside. It was locked? Okay, so see, I'm assuming that they have things like this in there because just in case you, as Makoto, don't investigate, you have to know it was locked. But, like, it's like, it was locked? Gee, I know, because I tried it. So it's like the game doesn't know that you tried it too, but whatever. And we came here as soon as the search started, so there's no way someone could have beat us here. So if that's true, then who locked it? And why is it unlocked now? Celeste, I wonder the same thing. The door was locked when the search for the bodies began, but now it's wide open. There might be some secret lurking in there, but I'll probably have to leave this area to figure it out. Wait, what did he just say? Oh, wasn't there like a... Oh, okay. If that's true, then who locked it? Okay, I wonder the same thing. The door was locked when the search for the bodies began, but now it's wide open. There might be some secret lurking in there, but I'll probably have to leave this area to figure it out. Oh, okay. We're already in there, though. That's what I don't understand. So we already did everything that we could, except for talk to this douche. I hate talking to him. Byakuya, do you think Hiro really did it? I don't see how anyone could think otherwise. When the attacks and murders and disappearances all happened, every one of us had an alibi. And the last thing Hifumi said when he died... Yeah, he said Hiro's name. Oh yeah, but if Hiro killed Hifumi and Celeste killed Taka...
So in other words...
Then there's no room to suspect anyone else. Okay, but if he did do it, why would he hide his identity with that weird costume? Maybe he thought that no matter what happened, he'd be safe as long as his face was covered. Because he's the fool of the century, you see. I mean, he is kind of dumb. Do you really think that's enough to explain it? I feel like there's a clue hiding in there somewhere.
What?
And is that it? That's all that bothers you about the case? Well, no, there are a few other things. Like, why did the killer try to hide the bodies? Probably figured out that if we couldn't find the bodies, we couldn't complete our investigation. And if that's the case, we found the bodies pretty easily, didn't we? Again, it comes back to the fact that the culprit was a moron. Is that really all there is to it? The other thing that bothers me is, why'd they bother killing 2 people?
What?
Because all the rules say if you can kill someone and get away with it, you graduate, right? So if you're the killer, your #1 priority is not getting caught. Killing 2 people means more clues, more chances you'll get found out.
I see.
Hold on. Perhaps. I see. So that's what that means. Is everything okay?
That's enough.
Don't talk to me as if we're friends. Huh? What's with the attitude? But you have my appreciation.
Goodbye.
Thanks to you, I might have some fun with this after all. His mysterious words hung in the air as he left the repository. Bitch, don't even think you figured it out! Celeste killed Taka, and Hiro killed Hifumi. It's done, bitch! Bite me! It's probably not what happened, because I swear he was the one that killed Chihiro, but it wasn't. I was wrong. His mysterious words hung in the air as he left the repository. He talked as if he'd figured something out. But if he did, would it have killed him to tell me what it was? Yes, because he's a twat. I hate him. If I have to kill someone, it's going to be him. Alright. There's only one way in and out of this room. Through the door that Hina said was locked before. There's definitely a lock on this door, but can only be locked from inside the repository. I don't see any way to lock it from in the art room. The door can only be locked from inside the repository, which makes me wonder. Hina and Sakura confirmed that the door was locked after we started looking for the missing bodies, and we know that too. And the door is designed so that it can only be locked from the inside the repository, where Celeste supposedly found that. Well, not necessarily that she was in there, but whoever murdered them was in the room when we tried to unlock it. In other words, when Hina checked it, someone had already gone in the repository and locked the door. When they were done, they unlocked it and left, which is why it's unlocked now. But Hina claims there's no way someone could have beaten them to the repository. So that certain someone... Repository door has been added, okay. There's got to be a clue around here somewhere. Maybe I should check somewhere else. There's some places I already know about. First, the nurse's office where Hifumi was found, then the equipment room where Taka was found. Okay. I wanted to do that before, but... Okay. Okay, so we gotta go to the nurse's office and the repository. Oh, we can go... Wait, are we on the 2nd floor or the 3rd floor? We're on the 3rd floor, right? Wait, hold on. No, it's this way. I guess this floor is confusing to me. Oh my god, we're at 30 minutes. Okay. We'll continue. Well, this lovely lady. We will continue this investigation in the next part. So I'm going to wrap this part up here. I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.